global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again, and we just want to say a big thank you to those who have been subscribing, liking and sharing our videos. We are so happy, and we want to say again thank you. And for those of you who have not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by just clicking on that red subscribe button and also the bell icon, so that anytime we upload videos on YouTube, you'll be the first to get notification. All right, we are taking a look at the request of Buhari. It's a breaking one because it's happening today. Buhari has written to the House of Representatives seeking a fresh loan of $5.153 billion. Wow, most people are really complaining of this, and according to him, in the letter read by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, at the plenary on Thursday, said the funds were for 2020 budget deficit, financing of critical projects, and some states of the federations. The president also presented a revised 2020 appropriation bill and 2020 to 2022 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy policy or paper. All right, and we just want to look at this because the issue of loan is one of the things that Nigerians have been complaining bitterly about. It's been coming every now and then, and we're just wondering if it's that the government of the day do not even have a source of income again, that source of revenue to take care of this. Don't forget that the National Assembly had just recently approved a loan of 850 billion naira for the federal government, and also one is pending now in the House of Representatives, which is about $22.79 billion. And also, just for a reminder, we have been recouping some money from Abacha's loot. Yes, we've been getting a lot of money. We've gotten about 308. There was another time it was, I think, 340 or so, and all of them are in million. Doesn't mean these things are not even fixing anything.
You know what is annoying me in this whole thing is the fact that it's a monthly thing. Every month we go and look for loan, and the money we're even looking for is always in billions of dollars. And the annoying part is most of these repayment schedules will be coming in after probably their tenure. IMF just gave them $3.4 billion. Talking about in April, they approved it. In fact, according to the finance minister, she said that the monies will be used by CBN to cushion the effect of forex, the hike in dollars to naira exchange. You know, that they will collect the money from CBN in naira so that CBN will be able to have those dollars to help buffer forex exchange earning. Now he said, the IMF gave them $3.4 billion just April 28th of this same 2020. May, they're already looking for it's a monthly thing now. Every month we go and look for billions of dollars. Ask some of these projects and the same thing. The finance minister said it was because of the COVID-19, the palliative, and to cushion the appropriation bill. She said all manner that the money, the fall in price, and had to necessitate them going to borrow externally and internally so that they can, correct the deficit in budget. This one too is also correcting deficit in budget again. The same English, the same terminology, the same project with different. Is Nigeria on sale?
It's really amazing.
It's Nigeria on sale. This is for highest bidders. Because it's really amazing that up till now we're still doing the same thing, borrowing them. No, the other time, just barely a week ago, barely 48 hours, the presidency said they don't even have enough money to go and import foodstuff. And I asked, what happened to our agriculture? Is that how we borrow money? We don't have the money, the wherewithal to import foodstuff from wherever, since we always import foodstuff. And yet our humanitarian minister is giving food, palliative and food to children who are
at home.
And
the parents are not complaining.
Do you understand? And it's in hundreds of millions of naira. And you're going to go and borrow billions. And yet humanitarian minister is busy feeding at home parents, children, saying they must be fed. They need to be fed. It's by you must eat. This food, you must eat it. You have to eat this money. Because they need to retire it. And it's crazy. We are looking at it sounding funny, but it's annoying. How can you be telling? Now, Empower people have been complaining. She said that it's not even in her jurisdiction that they have signed.
Paid. She has signed and it's been paid.
But
those
does
guys
it
are still
require?
complaining.
Do you understand? And you're just, the money just dying somehow. It's really appalling. Now, we are looking at the fact that he's borrowing. Who's going to pay? What are the collaterals they're tendering to collect these loans?
Now, another question I want us to a little bit digress. Borrowing, they're going to borrow to take care of the deficit and all of that. And everything is pointing at projects. We want to do projects, possibly fixing the roads and all of that. When we take a drive to the end of this year and we are walking into a new year, would we also borrow again?
We need to borrow
to sustain another budget?
Because some of this budget project they're talking about, they're all recurrent expenditure. Like paying of salaries, recurrent expenditure.
Oh God.
Like the issue of feeding children that are at home that the humanitarian minister is doing right now. He said, because next year he will still feed the children. They will feed the children until this tenure is over. So if there's no money to feed the children, we have to go and borrow to feed the children. These are not even economic projects.
Economic project. That's
They're not economic
the troubling
projects.
aspect of it. You call it a capital project, the fixing of road and all of that. Then what will help you? What will strengthen the economy to repay this loan? That's the question that Nigerians have been asking. Let me just read one or two things written by Nigerians when this came up. And this one says that in the year 2047, China will be bundling Nigerians in number to go and work in plantation in Shanghai. Most of these Nigerians will be descendants and people from a particular region that unanimously supported the incompetent Buhari so they can take over in 2023, which never will happen.
That's a strong statement.
Another one says, just a subtle reminder to BMC, this man and his family won't pay all this debt. Every Nigerians would. You and your family are part of those family. Keep supporting nonsense. That's what this person is saying. Another one here says, I'm reading it randomly. They will borrow billions of dollars, share it, no improved power supply, health, road, education, and what have you. And their children who have no jobs will be posing with BMWs and Bentley on Twitter, and you people on Twitter, misguided Nigerians, will be clapping for them.
And this is true.
Yeah, hear what people are saying. And this one says, the same government that made record revenues in every quarter and increased tax have been borrowing without limit. I pity the next president after Buhari. Now, one of the things that we do not really know about these, the details of this budget, is the fact that they have not spelled out what the repayment period will look like, because already we have so many that are hanging and some of them will go past, like I think that of 22.79 billion.
That of 3.4 from IMF is going to run through. They will start the repayment 5 years. That's it's immediately after the PMB will finish its tenure, which is 2023.
Yeah.
They will start the repayment then.
My God.
Which means he's free right now. He has good moratorium. He won't have the time to pay any repayment. So as soon as the next president is he's coming in to pay repayments. Backlogs really. So it's really terrible, honestly. It's not worth hearing.
It's not worth hearing at all. I mean, the future seems not to be clear again, because imagine a new president coming on board and the only thing he will be doing is, no matter how smart and wise he is, everything will be tailored towards repayment of loan.
You know what is paining me in this whole thing? It's bad enough we are borrowing. Honestly, no sane country should borrow. We have all it takes as a nation.
Of course.
We have fertile grounds. Nigeria is really blessed with mineral resources and human resources. We have crude oil, we have mineral, we have lead, we have gold. I'm talking about commercial quantity. We have gas, we have, you name it. Some commercial, all in commercial quantity. None of them are being used. Even tax payment, that's FIRS, the money they generate is enough to take care of a lot of bills.
Exactly.
Now, we keep doing capital project every year, like recurrent project, like repairing of roads and all that. This guy Amechi went and had a collaborative relationship with Chinese that came, that CCECC construction company that is doing the rails in Nigeria. Now the question is, what was the agreement? One of the agreements of that loan was that they will come with their expertise, they will come with their labor, which means as soon as they give you that loan, you will buy the raw from same China. The money goes back to the same Chinese economy.
Yes.
They will bring the experts, you will pay them, you will house them. All the money is already, half of the money has already gone back, and you still do repayment. So have you seen? Now the question is, some of these things, if you check that of Zambia, yeah, some of them rejected some of these loans. Some of the African countries rejected some of the loans. They had to review. I think Tanzania also had to review the loan, because after a while, then they
even Ghana fairly recently ahead, and he rejected foreign aid.
Yes,
he doesn't
he
need
doesn't
it
want
again.
it anymore.
Let's
because
look in
by
water.
the time they looked at the collateral, in the next 30 years, all your infrastructures that are bringing you finance, revenue will be given to Chinese. They will have to manage it, and you don't have a say. So some of the clauses, the other time, even this the House of Reps said they don't even know some, that they really would love to see the clauses and the collaterals that made this government dispensation as to sign some revenue, some loan repayment that Nigerians know nothing about. Guess what? We will pay. That's the unfortunate part. If they are borrowing all these monies and they're really doing capital projects that will enhance our economy, it's just a matter of time. We'll be patient. We'll endure with time. We'll get balance. But there is no capital project anywhere.
This is really serious. Now, let me just, before we call it off, let me just look at somebody just said something interesting here. He said federal government received $3.4 billion loan from IMF, as you did say. Federal government received $850 billion loan from capital market. CBN earmarked 3.5 trillion naira to support small and medium enterprise. Corporate organization donated 43 billion. Federal government received $311 million Abacha's loot. EU donated 600 million to Nigeria, and Mr. Integrity is at Buhari. Yet Nigerians are dying of hunger. Now, if you look at this, you realize that even those who believe in corporate responsibility, those who have been giving out money, for corporate responsibility, they have been contributing. If we have already mopped up cash here via the capital market sales of treasury bills and the likes, and then we have also been helped by federal by corporate bodies. Even EU have given us as much as $600 million, and also we've received some monies from Abacha's loot. Is this money not enough for us to put our heads down and coordinate things than continually going into borrow more money? Next, I know what is troubling about this whole thing is the fact that we have 2021, we have 2022.
What are we going to use to finance it?
Exactly. Is it going to, another person says, at this point, I feel it's just 20% left before another country will come and claim it has bought Nigeria with the way our leaders are collecting loans.
Nigeria is highest bidder. Whoever gives the highest money takes Nigeria.
Why are we doing this? But all the same, I like to leave it to our own people. We've said enough, and this is not meant to, fight the government and all of. But I think they should think inward and see what can be done so that all of this thing can be curtailed, and we don't keep on borrowing and borrowing, because it's getting so uninteresting borrowing to do things that are very normal in other countries. However,